Alright, hello, we are live. OBS is doing a weird thing. It's not registering that I'm online, but I'm just gonna have to trust it and just go with the nonsense. I'm gonna go back to King's Quest today. Let me get my headset on. So to do a little bit of running around. But we are here. I don't know why. Let me, I may have to just have my mobile dashboard up just for the redundancy. Okay, we're here. Thank you so much for waiting. When last we left off, we were entering... I came here thinking you were bald. I'm bald underneath all this hair. Who's to say it's not just a wig? I don't know. Okay. Remove that. So this game is nice and point and click. Nice and simple. Thinking. Big sleep! Hope your baby boxbird friend is doing well. You know what? He seems to be doing wonderfully. Actually, was just checking up on him. I know that mug! Yes, you do. It's my nice moon phase. Excuse me. Yeah, he's very fluffy now. He's got more or less all his feathers, and we're just waiting on him to fledge. I do actually think it could happen today. I've been saying that for the past like 2-3 days. Yeah, I love this mug. It's got the moon phases. Just the cycle all the way around. I have a new Vampire Diaries mug that I got myself. That I'm excited to use. I'll put that one in my rotation, but the problem is it's smaller. Like, I like having a lot of tea. Okay. Now, when last we left off, we were back in Kalima, but there is something I did want to try. Alright, I'm gonna reload just really early, and hopefully I won't lose anything, but we have never been in the swamp in the daytime. So something that I want to do is just attempt to enter the swamp. No. I guess we can just try. But no, the little baby is doing so well.
This is a dreary, oppressive swamp. Everything here seems to be growing near foul-smelling water. Very little light manages to filter in through the thick canopy-like leaves from above.
David, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Fledgling soon. We're all waiting for that moment. I am. I wish I could film it, but I don't have a good angle to film it clearly. I will try, assuming I don't miss it, because like he could fledge like while I'm on stream right now, which would be bittersweet, but it will make me feel very happy. But he seems entirely well. He's not showing like the struggle when we first like put him in his box that day. He did not look too great. But he's eating a lot, and now that the parents don't have to divvy up food between 4 babies, they're essentially feeding him. They're not overfeeding him, but they're feeding him a lot, which means he is quite healthy. His feathers are looking very, very good. He's preening very well, doing well, trying to stay cool while drinking coffee. Oh, I know the feeling. No matter how hot it is, and it's cool in the house because of the air conditioning, but for me, no matter how hot it is, I like my hot drinks. Like, my caffeinated morning drink has to be hot. But I know a lot of my friends drink, like, iced coffee and, like, cold brew. All great signs. Yeah, Vaunt, welcome in. Vaunt. Did you see Belgium annihilate? Well, of course you did. But Belgium annihilated the U.S. team yesterday. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't expect, like, 4-1 was the score? That was crazy. I'm scared for Egypt, guys. Egypt is playing today. Like, basically, as my stream ends, that match will start, and I'm like terrified. I have iced coffee, but it's just not the same. Yeah, nothing beats a good like hot brewed coffee. It is cozy all the way. After I finished my workout, I cooled down for a little bit, and then as I'm trying to forget last night's game against the U.S. I had a feeling of what would happen. I wasn't sure who was going to win. Like, in all honesty, that game I could genuinely see it go in either direction, but I didn't expect it to be that kind of loss.
The dark water looks foul, and it reeks of something even fouler. You strongly suspect that it may be tainted by poison.
So I'm just sort of bracing myself. If Egypt loses, that's fair. Okay, so it won't actually let me. Oh no. I can't. Oh.
You feel the poisonous water seeping into your skin. Its potency takes effect immediately, and you perish within seconds.
I just wanted to see, because I never deliberately never took Into the Swamp, kind of knowing, but you know, we had to do it for the books. So this is death. I'm gonna count it though, because it was a death I willingly put myself for. Belgium are a good team that don't play well together. They seem to have rallied behind fuck the United States mentality last night and put in a performance. Oh wow. That is quite funny. Sorry, I saw like a terrible maps. Let me just pull it up because it made me laugh really hard. That was basically like terrible maps of the world. Let me get it. There's a more intelligent way to share this, but the map is all the countries supporting Belgium versus all the countries supporting the States. And so it shows the whole world supporting Belgium. Greenland is the unknown. And the U.S. is the only country supporting the U.S. Just on that subject. Which, if that were... It's just a meme. It's just a meme, but it did crack me. I laughed a little too hard at that. Apparently Alaska doesn't support the U.S. Wait, was Alaska not colored? Because that's really funny. Alex, welcome in. I have to look at that again. No, Alaska... Okay, Alaska is actually shown. It's just cut off. If you see, Alaska's got its little red boxer shorts on. That's pretty funny. But, yeah, today at noon Eastern time is the Egypt versus Argentina. And I don't really think that... I don't think Egypt's going to win that. They could. It's hard to say. They could put up a valiant effort. No wonder the USA got whooped. Aw. I feel bad for the team. Like, imagine being on a soccer team where your own country, the majority of your own countrymen don't watch your sport. You've been working your ass off. Like, could you imagine? Like, I actually do feel bad for the US team in that regard. Like, they're doing it because they're, you know, the people who are on that team are professionals. They play soccer for a living. And yet, I don't know. It isn't really a U.S. sport, to be honest. A lot of support and belief was riding on blind patriotism. Yeah. Everywhere else in the world loves soccer. Everywhere else in the world. And this country is just kind of whatever. This country, your average American citizen is more likely to make fun of soccer than it is to back it. And it isn't to say that there aren't Americans who do like, that there aren't that, but usually the case is it's from, like, families that are, like, mixed households, like, ethnically mixed, or, like, immigrant households, where they still have, like, the passions from their own culture in. Europe has a deeper footballing pedigree and grassroots opportunities to breed players. Give it 8 to 12 years and the U.S. will be competing. Vaughn, that is very true. Alright, so...
The winding forest path arrives at a fork here, branching north, east, and west. The north, and obviously more traveled route, leads to the town. The path running east is overgrown and looks disused. The path west leads back into the forest.
This is one of my favorite parts of the game so much. It's like, it's nighttime. The music is very, like, eerie. And I'm a sucker for that. We can also hear the church bells, so I want to go to the church first. You know, we're gonna start our day, oh, look
Trees
at that!
seemingly form a wall here, barring your passage to the north. The church bell is tolling.
All I know is I have the same number of World Cups as Penaldo. That's very true, that Ronaldo, he competed in 6 World Cups, but he never, like, Portugal has never won a World Cup in his time. I can't remember, I don't know if Portugal has any World Cup titles. I know that they've made, like, semifinals and I believe finals a few times. No more Swedish World Cup. Aww. But how about Holland, though? I quite like Holland. He is quite the character, and he's phenomenal. There's been so many memes of him just, like, doing a low-effort move that sends, like, a player spiraling. And I got a little bit of a kick out of that. Man's just running around undiagnosed. Oh my god. Alright.
The church door is made of very thick wood held together by iron bars.
I want to go inside. He's amazing though, such a great person. He seems to be.
Finding the door unlocked and unbarred, you
Oh,
enter the
I'm so
church.
excited. I'm such a fan of this, like, gothic-y. Oh.
The Church of Colima is where its citizens come to pray, confess their sins, and offer a penance, usually in the form of a coin. A hideous statue of a grinning fiend forms an archway leading to the church's outdoor cemetery.
Oh, that's so cool.
The collection box caters to those with money or valuables to show their support for the church. The symbol of the faith is displayed prominently in the church. From the pulpit, the sermon is delivered. The monk is dressed in a simple ankle-length robe. A belt of thick leather is tied around his ample waist. He wears worn sandals.
Also, where to do? I did a bonus stream. I started this, and then it stopped. Like, I had to end just as we were getting to this, like, really eerie section. So I'm gonna start with this. There's a chance that we finish the game before stream ends, in which case I'll probably jump back to Stardew. But I wanted to start the day with the King's Quest. Let's see if we can
The
talk to
monk
him.
is in deep prayer and does not respond to your words.
Hey, there's an obvious, like, book-looking
You
thing
notice
here.
a Bible on the end of a pew. Candles burn solemnly in the dead of night. A stone cherub is positioned near the archway. You find it odd that the windows have been boarded up from the outside. The church must be very dark, even in broad daylight.
Let's just grab this.
You look over the Bible, which appears to be many decades old. You open it and find that an otherwise blank page at the front has been written on. It is dated over 20 years ago.
Oh. Okay. To all those who have heard the word, we are the chosen few, blessed by the spirits of the wild, destined for greatness, concealed by the cloth. There is but one challenge we must overcome before our future can be set in stone. The simple people of Colima cling still to the memory of their former ruler. Even now, years after his fate's dark turn, they retain their hope that he will not forsake them. As long as this is so, our goal cannot be attained. So, my brothers, it is our duty to see the land cleansed of its blight. Do not fear our enemy. Our faith, purpose, and power will guide us to the future where we were promised. Excuse me, to the future we were promised. This is not the easiest font to read. Path has been found to him, O brothers. Let him hear the warning howls. The cloth will be lifted for all time, and our songs will echo the end of him, his influence, and his family. Our time is at hand. Lo Voth.
You return the Bible to where you found
Oh,
it.
it clicked
You
away.
also notice that a page from the Bible has fallen onto the floor.
Okay, we should probably grab that.
You pick up the fallen page and read it. The words appear to have been written recently. Shine why early, newborn sun, when sadly we'd nearly won.
Another riddle.
You read the Bible page again. Shine why early, newborn sun, when sadly we'd nearly won.
Okay, so they're hinting at some like fun kind of occultish stuff. I'm gonna go back early. I wish there were a more efficient way to do this. Delete that. Just say that we're in the church now. I'm going to... I want to get to the cemetery. Here we go.
This is the church cemetery. Given how many souls have been laid to rest over the many years, you imagine this place has seen its share of sorrow. You've never been terribly fond of gargoyles, and this one isn't likely to sway your opinion. Here lies the Odnarb family. Evidently, they were well respected to have their own area. Goulash Thompson, 1370 to 1441. Never in all his living years had he ever seen such sights. For hours did he stare at them, those beautiful, dazzling lights. So happy was he that he had been able to live to see this night, but down a cliff he blindly fell, for the lights had been too bright.
The tombstones are so funny.
Rebecca Twintle, 1250 to 1273. In that usual daring way of hers, she threw caution to the wind. Late one eve she risked a venture, and went out to sea with him. Totally in love she was, so filled with careless whim, that when he threw her overboard, she never thought to swim.
What's brilliant about this game, when this game came out, is it's the riddles, not the mind games, but the riddles with the little, like, things that you have to quite literally puzzle out to solve it are quite fun. And, you do have to read all the tombstones.
Larman Odnarb, 1175 to 1200. Dear old Larman was a healer, cured many a deadly fever. One he caught that bitter day, healed not himself, and passed away.
Oh boy.
Lyot O'Maleef, 1200 to 1256. She was a lady with strange habits, who as friends kept only rabbits. When time came her hunger due, her friends all wound up in her stew. The other creatures, also bunnies, found this not remotely funny, so their swift revenge they sought. The kitchen in her sleep they brought, heaved her into the large pot, which was, regretfully, much too hot.
Oh boy.
Bridget O. Troublewater, 1248 to 1299.
Do you guys get the really goofy joke? Bridget O. Troublewater is like bridge over troubled waters. Sorry, it's just... I'm remembering the puns.
The annual house inspection, she spied a mirror and its reflection. For days she lovingly gazed at it, unable to sleep or eat or sit. With the last of her earthly power, there she remained till her final hour.
It's like very whimsy.
Coco Airboul, 1205 to 1252. The writer wrote until he bled. In his final agony he said, I will not lift my trusty pen till I at last have reached the end.
Alright, let's check the center. The center ones we're going to be doing
Williamson,
stuff.
1300 to 1345. Here lies a man who feared all bugs, too scared to even lift his rugs. For if he had, he would have found insects that make little sound, with bites so deadly for their size that surely did cause his demise.
So goofy.
Rarlop Neven, 985 to 1015. The jester joked his life away until a quip he made one day. Insulted was a baron's son who had this poor old jester hung. This is the church cemetery. La Fleur Povence, 905 to 987. The power brought unto this world is as unholy as this sage. Doomed are those that have descended from the blood of a first mage. Hamish Bite, 1226 to 1258. Besides religious connotation, reverence paid daily as we should, it is a tradesman's irony that a carpenter was killed upon the wood. Coco Airbul, 1205 to 1252. The right.
All right, we've saw that.
It is likely that only the most devout believers have been buried in there. You don't think random poking around will help you here. You have about as much an inkling to enter the crypt as a fish has to walk.
Okay, so we will have to eventually
Faith Cinders, 998 to 1029.
come back here.
Alas, my dear, you've come too near to your heart's great desire. It seems that now you've run afoul and should not have lit that fire.
Uh-oh. There may not be much we can do in
Judas
here
Morton,
for now.
1365 to 1415. Here lies a foolish non-believer, with shame deep as this hole. Even God, though wise and powerful, cannot save his wretched soul.
What a sad epitaph. Alright. So we're setting up this. There's a whole lot of stuff happening. Let me actually grab the...
You look over the Bible, which appears to be many decades old.
Okay. This here is suggesting something. The Low Wolf person character is... That's going to be something interesting. I love the, like...
You return the Bible to where
weird,
you
like,
found it.
culty undertones the game takes.
The monk isn't...
What if I touch him?
It would not be prudent to touch a man of the
Eos!
cloth without his consent.
Alex! I'm literally shaking. No! I imagine it's probably not the game, unless it's the game. But I imagine it's other... I like the werewolf. Or, sorry, I didn't say anything. The red eyes. The red eyes. Okay. It is a game. Palward suit. Oh my god! Yay! Alright, I need to find the house now. That's exciting. I think I saw you announced that you're doing a 12-hour stream, right? For the Palworld? I'm trying to remember. Oh, I love it. The dark eyes are everywhere. The red eyes. Yes, but maybe no. Fair enough. Fair enough. 12 hours is a lot. I don't think I've ever done a 12-hour stream, admittedly. No, I definitely haven't. I've done... My longest stream to date is 8 hours, 20 minutes. I love how eerie it is. I love this part of the game so much. It's like so... It's just like they're just little bells and... It's like very endearingly spooky. It's because my internet is out because my sister never tells me to pay the bill. Oh god, that's so annoying. Oh, the house is active.
Smoke rises from the chimney.
That's infuriating,
roof looks
Alex.
weather-worn but still leak-free. It is a mailbox. This is the first time you have...
At this point, give me all the account credentials. Yeah.
You open the mailbox, but find it empty.
Okay, so...
You can see light in the window. Somebody might be home.
Comfortably Lost, good morning! Look how spooky and eerie the game is! Comfortably Lost, how are you?
Oh, sir, have you seen my little granddaughter? She ventured to the town to buy food for me, but has not yet returned. I fear she may be in peril. The forest is not safe at night.
A lot of coffee beans, got 4 hours of sleep, gonna be a long day. Aww. I'm so sorry to hear that.
The sturdy construction resists. Perhaps you should try locating the elderly woman's granddaughter before venturing back into the house.
Oh. Oh no. So, let me, I should save that, just... what is this? This is King's Quest 2. It's called Romancing the Stones. Missing... I'm gonna put missing G daughter. Just because it doesn't let me save for, like, too long titles. Actually, did I restore? Okay. Perfect. So, we are, I want to say, just under 2/3 of the way through, meaning the objective is to collect 3 gems, or 3 stones, and we've gotten first 2 stones, and we're starting the arc for the 3rd. The first stone was we had to go underwater and past these shark humanoid figures called the Sharkies, that eat people. And then the second one, we had to go to the sky and prove that we were worthy, and that we were mature and not degenerate. And we failed that test the first time, but then we passed. And now it's nighttime, and we have to figure out how to get the red gem, but there's all this other stuff happening. Like, there's this really culty... It's a church, but there's all this weird culty stuff that's happening. We've met a weird demonic figure known as the Father, and there are witches running about, and the music is very eerie. It's just little chimes. The granddaughter went missing, so we have to now find her as well. And all is strange. But it's great. Classic, yeah. These are, the original game came out in the 80s. But this is a remake that it's fully voice acted. Actually, let's just go straight for now. Now and then, like, I keep hearing things. This remake is fully voice acted. And animated, and it's all pixel arty, and as the original was very, like, paint. MS Paint. I have to be very, very careful here.
You can't see a thing past the cave entrance. Judging from the smell wafting out of it, you're not sure that you want to.
Okay. I don't want to get too close. Alright, so I think this is our next area.
A year on, and you still look pretty darn good. A few plants grow in this area. The ones closer to the swamp do not seem as healthy.
Okay, I do want to save in front of the swamp. Because this may take a couple of attempts. I'm hoping it doesn't take too many, but...
A tree lies half submerged, having long ago succumbed to the poisonous waters of the swamp. Large, gnarled trees spiral up from the ground. This is a dreary, oppressive swamp. Everything here seems to be growing near foul-smelling water. Very little light manages to filter in through the thick canopy-like leaves from above. The dark water looks foul, and it reeks of something even fouler. You strongly suspect that it may be tainted by poison.
Alright. So the horse, the flying horse...
It looks like a normal sugar cube. It does have a bit of sparkle, though.
Gave us this magical sugar cube.
After swallowing the magic sugar cube, you get a feeling of invincibility. You feel the poisonous water seeping into your skin. Its potency takes effect immediately, and you perish.
Well, I'm
seconds.
dead. I thought the... Well, okay. I thought that was... I thought that this is what I had to do. Because I'm very rusty. I've not played this game in well over, like, 12 years. So like know the big that rip. I know the big like big beats. And I remember like the big picture stuff, but little things like how to get past certain stuff I am not remembering. But I thought that was the way to do it. All right, let's just so we're okay. I'm glad that I saved in front of the swamp. But I do kind of want to go back into the swamp. We're gonna need to go find the daughter, I think, too. That may be the first thing I have to do.
This is a very little.
There looks like a hole.
This is very little.
Okay, this is fine. In that case, I think I'm just going to leave the swamp for now. Or rather yet, I think there was something I did have to observe near the water. I'm like going on Rusty. Okay.
This is a very. Nothing should be growing here. The fact that various plants do indicates there's a strong magical energy permeating this place.
Can I touch it?
Considering that these plants are being kept alive through means other than nature, you think it unwise to disturb them.
The voice acting is so 10 out of 10.
These trees would not be easy to climb, and you have an uneasy feeling that they might not be as passive as they appear.
Alright. I guess let's just find the granddaughter for now. Now that I've activated the arc to enable me to search for her, meaning I talked to the grandmother, how to get away from the door. So if you climb too close to the door, the bat cave will kill you. Okay, the last we saw her, she was on this panel. Did you bounce off Stardew? I did not! I'm just hyperfixated a little on this.
To the north, you notice a little clearing near the back of a small cave.
What was the last thing I did? Oh, in Stardew? So...
To the north.
I am nearly maxed out on my housemate friendship with Krobus. The only thing is I need to get like 20-something walnuts to open the walnut room. And that's like the... Between managing the main island and going to go grab the walnuts, I'm at a little bit of a standstill. Because there are some walnuts that are still visible like high up that I still haven't quite figured out how to get yet. And there are some things you have to grind, like farming on Ginger Island, and I think I have to keep grinding the volcano to get more walnut. I've gotten a lot of walnuts from the volcano already, but I think the cave or the volcano is gonna give me more. So it's just a matter of getting those walnuts so I can at least open the walnut room and then just kind of fool around with it. But that's more or less where I am in Stardew. I will probably go back to Stardew tomorrow and just kind of see what we could see. There's probably like half of that game I've never explored based on what you're describing. Well, yeah, because the update 1.6, I'm still exploring the Ginger Island and still getting to know that. I've got a decent farm, but the walnut room it's the walnut collecting. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of tedious. Like it's kind of tedious, where it's just kind of I don't know how to explain it. Like the walnuts are very. I think I need to do more on Ginger Island, so I need to go fishing more. Maybe someday I'll actually stick to it. No, that's fair. That is very fair. And then Perfection, eventually I want to do a Perfection run, but it's gotta be on Not a Joja file. So I'd love to unlock Perfection, but I want that to be on a Community Center file. So it's just, I don't know. I just have to figure that out. Or, let's go up here really quickly and just... Okay. Oh, it won't let me. But it's a good time. Oh.
This pumpkin is somewhat larger than the others in the patch. A lit candle seems to be flickering inside it. There's not much you can do with the pumpkins right now.
Can I actually take the candle?
There's not much you can do with the pumpkin right now, and you can't reach the candle inside it. Besides, it's already lit.
I'm making toast for my homemade square bread. That sounds wonderful. Oh, that's so cozy. I want to make some homemade bread at some point. I don't have the, like, resources. I love the, like, red eyes everywhere. Like, that's one of the things that I, found so, like, weirdly cozy about all this. Flour and water. I don't have flour, believe it or not. I actually do not have flour in the house. I love that you could hear the bells. Like, when you're close to the church, you can actually hear them. I don't know where she might be. You should get some. Yeah, maybe. These days, I used to cook a decent amount with flour. Like, I'd add just a little bit of flour to thicken, like, syrups and similar. Let's try to go back into town and see if Possum has wound up back in... Oh!
The gates to town have been shut for the night.
That is amazing and really creepy.
The sign reads, Kalima. It is likely that this haystack was piled here by farmers from the town. A faded blue sheet has been tightly stretched across it to prevent the straw from blowing away in the wind. The haystack, or rather whoever or whatever is inside it, is no longer responsive to your inquiries. It is likely there's nothing in the haystack. You don't need any hay, and the occupant probably does not wish to be disturbed.
It's so sassy.
There's nothing in the...
Okay, so I'm gonna have to just voyage around a little bit and figure out where on earth Possum ended up. God, it's so cool. I love how creepy it is. It's oddly cozy. Okay. Oh, you know what? Do we have that, I thought I had a bowl. Must have done away with it, or maybe I'm just confusing. I think I'm just confusing games.
There's a log nearby.
Don't forget...
You peer into the log, but see nothing of interest.
Oh, yeah, dry yeast, sugar, and salt. I have salt. I have a couple of different kinds of salt. I have Himalayan salt. I have kosher, just a kosher iodized salt, and some salt blends. Yeah, it's been years since I've kept sugar in the house. But yeah, I think I do. I want to make my own, like, Dart has also inspired me to try doing the sourdough thing. Himalayan salt is the pink one. Yeah, yes it is. It's so good. I just add a little sprinkle of it to things. Okay, there's the house. I don't know where Possum is. I actually don't know where Possum is, but I guess we can just crawl, do a little bit of beach crawling and see if she's hanging out on the beach. Sourdough is a lot of waiting. That is fine. That sounds cozy. Guys, I am not ready for today's match. I'm not ready for the Egypt-Argentina match. I mean, I'm kind of kidding, but also, oh my god. Alright, now I'm just kind of going in circles, but... Wait a second.
You notice a log lying on the beach. It has been turned over.
I think I've already been here.
There's nothing else under the log.
Okay, so I have been here. Okay, Aha.
They look like rocks. You are on a sandy beach.
We've reached the top of the map. Okay.
The gnarled trees form a kind of natural entrance to the darker swamp beyond. The meadow becomes rather sickly and ominous in this area. The faint odor of something unpleasant wafts from the eastern clearing. The meadow
Okay, so I have circled around and explored as much as I could explore, but I'm not actually sure where the heck Possum ended up. Okay, it won't let me. Let's go back to the house. Just make sure that I didn't forget anything. Gotta keep my distance. I'm surprised I haven't triggered the bat cave thing again. It's funny, but it's like it plays out the entire Batman theme, which is just beyond hilarious to me. Oh, you know, let's go down. Okay. Alright, we're at the very, very bottom now.
Perhaps you should try locating the elderly woman's granddaughter before venturing back into the house. You see a low white fence.
I love these kinds of like old-timey point and click. Okay, so there's nothing to do here. It's funny, like I played this game so many times and yet I just don't, like little details, I just don't quite remember. Alright. We'll see if it lets me go in this direction. Okay, it does. Aha.
How ingenious! A chimney protrudes from the trunk of the tree. What is this? There's a door built into the trunk of a large tree. It appears to be closed.
Let's see what happens if I just knock.
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response. You rap...
Okay. Let's just keep going up. Alright, we're back in the pumpkin patch. Guys, I will be right back. Give me just one moment. I just need to use the restroom. But this will be interesting. I am racking my brain for the order of events that you have to do here, but we'll figure it out. In just one moment. Alright guys, thank you all so much for waiting. What is this? Oh, what is happening? Dart, welcome in! No, you. Oh, okay. Dart, welcome in. Dart, I'm scared for today's match. Dart, we're in the sort of like gothic-y, dark and spooky part of the game, and I'm so excited. It is so cozy. Like, I imagine you could probably hear the music with the little bells. You better win. Yeah. The thing is, I will make my peace. Like, Egypt has already made so much history. I believe in Egypt. I believe in them too. I believe in Egypt, but I also know that Argentina has a history, and if they win, then they win, and I will be perfectly fine with that. And then I'll text my old Argentine best friend and be like, congratulations, GG to Argentina. But I also I kind of want, like, I just want to see Egypt rise in the ranks. I know it won't happen, but I kind of want to see it. Dart, how are you, by the way? Yeah. Alright. So, let's actually just head back down. Normally with things like this, it's often the game is trying to indicate that something has not been triggered. So meaning, oh shoot, I gotta be careful. Meaning that I have not done something, or I've not picked something up, or talked to someone. So I just have to kind of make sure that I've kind of scoped everything out. So I think what I want to do, because I wasn't able to talk to the, I was not able to talk to the guy, the monk in the church. Ooh, Dart, you've got to see this church. Like, it is very eerie. If you read this, you get follicles on your head. No, but I have some follicles. Section Rat, welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? Okay. Okay, I went too far. Yeah, I hope you're all doing wonderfully. Where the hell is the town entrance? It is so easy to get spun around, or maybe it's just me. You'd think I'd have an idea, a sense of this map. Okay, you know what? I went backwards. That's what happened. I have to follow this trail. Yeah, it's so good to see you guys here. We have our little tangent from Stardew. Stardew is not over, I promise you, it's not over. I just am very hyperfixed. Booties! Let's go Egypt today! Yes! I was just saying, I'm like terrified for this game. The thing is, Argentina is a force to be reckoned with, and everyone's got the whole like Messi thing, which is completely valid. We hear the church bells. Yay! And I will make peace with whatever happens, but oh my god, I really want them to win, because they've already made so much history. Cairo is celebrating just like it's such a big deal, and I don't know. If it happens, it'll be so exciting. And I want to see underdogs win, and in Egypt, for better or worse, they are very much an underdog team on the world scene. Ladies, I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Okay. Alright, here we go. Let's go back in. Oh, I love I don't know why, I just so giddy. I think I'm just a sucker for, like, the gothic vibe and aesthetic. Most people, they see me because I wear, like, bright colors.
Finding the door unlocked and unbarred, you enter the church.
I like bright colors, I wear bright colors. These days, I'm kind of sporty, for lack of a better way to put it. But I am very, very fond of, like, the dark and the eerie and the things that are just a little... I recovered from that embarrassment last night. Oh my god, what the hell was that game? I did not expect the US to be annihilated in the way that they were, admittedly. I didn't expect it. I didn't know what direction that game was going to take. In fact, I thought that the US had a shot at winning. Maybe like something like a 1-0 or a 2-1 win. But like, what was it? They lost 4-1. Deserved. Alright. So... we can't talk to him.
The monk is in deep prayer and does not respond to your words.
Like, at least take us out for some waffles before... Oh my god, Belgian waffles are so good. Let me look at this.
You read the Bible page again.
I think I need this.
Shine, why early, newborn sun, when sadly we'd nearly won.
I need to write that down.
You read the Bible page again. Shine, why early, newborn sun, when sadly we'd nearly won.
I'm so sorry, guys.
You read the
I just
Bible
need
page
this.
again. Shine, why early, newborn sun, when sadly we'd nearly won.
Okay, I need that to written down, because that riddle, I feel like, is going to be important for something. Add this to help Egypt win! I've been watching the USMNT since I can remember, and that was single-handedly one of the worst performances in our history. Sun was spelled wrong. Aww. Okay, I'll add it. I will add it. Oh my god. It's there. Alright. Aha.
Feeling humbled, you kneel down to pray.
Degenerates.
You rise again after a few moments.
Now Egypt will win. Maybe. See,
The
even
monk stirs,
the king is
stands,
praying.
and turns to face you. The monk is dressed in a simple ankle-length robe. A belt of thick leather is tied around his ample waist. He wears worn sandals.
Alright, I think we have to talk to him. Now we can talk to him.
Father, I go now to a place of darkness. While I am stout of heart, the path laid down before me is unclear. I seek only the knowledge that my passage be illuminated by heavenly favor, and a prayer that I may make it through.
The monk gives you a reassuring smile and pats you on the shoulder. He then lifts a silver cross from around his neck and places it in your hands.
Thank you.
You are welcome, my
Whoa.
child.
You can talk?
Of course.
I thought monks were forbidden from speaking.
Not all churches follow the same rules, and this church is quite unique.
Really? How so?
The monk just smiles placidly at you.
Oh, something's happening. Okay, can I continue talking to him?
About this crucifix.
I believe you will find the cross to be of immense value. It has come to us at a huge price.
It was expensive?
I mean that it has cost us more than any value to be in possession of it.
If I may ask, why
Flaccid
is it
smile.
that you only open the church at dusk?
We find the late hours more favorable.
Oh
Well,
boy.
surely then you would not have many in your congregation.
Yes, that is true.
What do you know of the Count?
Only that he is a heathen, a blasphemer. You serve God well by going there, my child. Bless you.
Oh boy.
The monk smiles at you, turns back to the altar, kneels, and resumes his prayers.
So we're probably done.
One is meant to speak from a pulpit, not to it.
Okay.
The monk is in deep.
Alright, do I have to pray
You
again?
are not qualified to deliver a sermon. You are.
Okay, that's really funny. Let's look at this.
It is a shiny silver cross dangling from a silver chain.
Okay.
It is a shiny silver.
So the question that I have
You
is...
place the silver cross and chain around your neck and wear it as a necklace.
Alright. Talk to monk. Argentina or Egypt? Oh, you've got it. Oh no. I won't ban anyone who has no faith in Egypt. Let's just be real. Okay. Argentina or Egypt? Let's do a 3-minute. Oh, the faith in Egypt, Argentina cannot win anymore. I want to see, I would love to see Egypt win so badly for so many reasons. All right, the poll is up. I'm going to put my vote in. Not copium. Aw. Alright, there's 3 minutes to vote. Okay, so I guess my next question is what to do next.
Finding the door unlocked and unbarred, you enter the church.
Look at the Bible page one more time.
You look over the Bible with.
Okay, I feel like there's something that's gonna be here as well.
You return the Bible to where you found it.
Sora, welcome in. How are you? Let's see.
You read Shine Why Early, Newborn Son.
I am doing okay. I'm curious to see what happens. This game that happens in about, it's a little over an hour. Alright, so now it's just, let me see, can I move beyond the grave? I think that's, oh, is it actually letting me? Oh. Okay, no, it's not. 1 more hour till the match, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
The collection box came.
I'm trying to think. Let's see. Okay, I'm wearing the necklace, the cross necklace now.
Without warning, a pair of wolves dart out of the dark forest and dash towards you. For a minute there, you thought those wolves were going to attack. Curious as to why they didn't, you decide to follow them.
Oh, I love it. Oh boy.
You see the monk standing alone outside the church. Then you notice the two wolves approaching him. You are about to yell a warning to the monk, but the words die in your throat as the man steps forward and pats the
Oh, they're
wolves'
puppies.
heads.
No, my brothers. We must not hurt him. Not yet. He will go to the heathen's abode. He will do what needs to be done. What if he does not? Then, my brothers, we will complete the task before us. The one we began many years ago.
That was normal. It's puppies. Oh. Uh-oh. The voice acting is peak. It's so good. It's so good.
You quickly move away from the church, your heart racing faster with every step. You have a good idea now what will happen once the moon comes out in full, and you do not want to be anywhere near here when it does.
But the puppies. Aww.
One thing's for sure, you're not getting married in that church.
That's funny. That's really funny. Okay. So we had like a werewolf thing. They're like hinting at a... They're hinting at a lot of stuff. God, I have to delete so much stuff. They're hinting at a lot of really cool things. There's like a hint of vampires, a hint of werewolves, wolf friends. Okay, so that's all we can really do is just, now we've got to look for Possum. Wherever she might be. Did I just see Egypt won the poll? That means Egypt will win today. And since it was 3-1, it means Egypt will win 3-1. Messi will score a goal for Argentina. And hopefully it won't just be like an own goal situation for Egypt. Because Egypt, so far it seems like they've been very good at scoring. Why can't I go down? Wait, why won't it let me go down? Hang on, this is jank. Okay, now it should work. What? Okay, that's so weird. Let me try that again. I love the voice acting. Okay, that was weird. Okay. Let me actually, that's the house. Alright, we'll keep looking around, because we need to find Possum. I wonder if she's going to be in that location where we originally found her. Okay. Still no sign of her. This was the tile. Okay. Nope, no sign of her. Okay. That's a boundary. If an in-game boundary, that's fine. I love how eerie it is. Oh my god, I love it's the environmental storytelling where it's just a few bells. There's some howling, there's some hooting. Not from the matches or fans. I'm just kidding. I'm making it funny. Wow, this kid is just missing. I actually don't know where she might be now.
You hear the sound of a child sobbing
That's so
nearby.
creepy. it's gone.
You hear the sound of a child sobbing nearby.
We found her.
As you approach, you recognize the child. It is Possum, the little girl you helped earlier today.
Alright. Okay, so I had to get the crucifix from the monk to activate this.
You see the little girl crying. What could have happened? And why is she out so late at night?
Alright, let's talk to her. No.
Are you all right? What happened?
I went into town to buy some chicken soup for my grandma. I always try to reach home before dark, but this eve I lost my way and was attacked.
Attacked? A wolf attacked you?
She is.
No, not by a wolf, a dwarf.
For a moment, you're not sure that you heard correctly.
A dwarf, did you say?
Uh-huh. He jumped out at me, took my food, and then ran away.
Listen, I'm going to try to find this dwarf that you say stole your food. You get back to your grandma, understand?
Possum nods, says a soft thank you, and heads back home.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna actually replace. Alright. Yeah, I think they're deliberately like they've got like Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood, and then they've got the like the wolves. The wolf/werewolf thing. I was attacked by a dwarf. Okay, bye now. I'm surprised we didn't follow her. I am actually going to go and back to the house. I mean, so let's go back to Grandma's. Hopefully this dipshit knows her way back home. All right.
Welcome. Come in, please. Possum told me to expect you.
The little girl is fast asleep.
Well, she conked out fast.
Grandma looks pale and weak. She must be ailing. She's dressed in a warm flannel nightgown. White curls peek out from her flannel nightcap. It is a simple yet comfortably soft bed. It is covered by a decorated quilt. The smaller bed is fit for a child. A humble fire flickers in the small fireplace.
I just realized we didn't
A
really.
worn armchair sits in
explore
the
the
corner
house.
of the room. A beautiful vase is filled with pretty flowers. It is a portrait of a young man. He looks somewhat familiar. The painting on the wall looks like an artist's depiction of the Kalima landscape. You wonder who painted this. You can see the beach when you look out the window.
God, the music is
Grandma
suddenly
looks
so.
too weak to talk at length. Perhaps there's a way to make her feel better.
Okay, so I think we have to go and.
A beautiful vase. Possum's grandmother owns an antique table. Its carvings are lovely.
What the hell is this?
This is the home of Possum's
Oh,
grandma.
okay.
It is comfortably furnished. Frilly curtains cover the windows. Flowers are in the vases. The elderly woman is lying on a wooden bed in a cloud of pillows and coverlets.
Alright, so we've got to go find her soup.
A chest of drawers sits by the bed. The bed is indeed as soft as it looks. The bed,
Okay.
you feel as if you could curl up on the mat like a cat. Then remind yourself that you have an important task ahead of you.
Okay. Oh, it's so dreary. You can go back outside. Alright, so now I do have to go back to the dwarf's the dwarf's base. Fortunately, it's not too far as I remember, as long as I don't get spun around. Yeah, it's right up here. I'm gonna save again. Okay.
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response.
Oh boy. What?
You watch as a little man runs out of the door, which has been built into a tree. You surmise that you have found the culprit's home. The vague aroma of chicken soup confirms it. That fiend.
Okay. Graham, what the fuck are you doing?
Finding the door ajar, you cautiously open it and step
Such a
inside
feat!
the tree.
Okay, so you have to click on the door. Everything in this game is time limit. This is so whimsy.
You are in a musty underground passageway. There's a narrow ladder leading up through a hole in the ground. A very sharp knife has been stabbed into the table. Its blade reflects the light from the burning fire. That's not a knife. The knife you found under a rock one time? Now that was a knife.
Wow.
That's...
Okay. Let's just grab the soup really quickly. There's a lot of random shit
You
everywhere.
grab the handle of the bubbling pot of chicken soup. You take it with you.
Okay.
The elaborate display cabinet sitting to one side of the room looks heavy and expensive. You begin to wonder how the tiny dwarf managed to
That
move
looked
it
like a
all the
face!
way down
It
here
did,
by
right?
himself without damaging it. You notice the shelf is located quite high up on the wall for such a small dwarf. Then you see the barrel on the table, and things start to make sense. The dwarf must climb on it whenever he needs access to the shelf.
Okay.
The stocking hats of the dwarf are sitting on the table. An old trunk rests in the corner of this hovel.
Let's open it. See what's there.
Upon opening the trunk, you find a number of items that the dwarf has obviously stolen and stashed away. Among them are some gold coins. They display the distinctive face of the first king. They could only have come from the magic chest of Daventry. An old trunk
What's this? Alright. I think we can get out of here. The dwarf has not come back, so we just need to escape quickly. Now that we have the soup, we can go talk to the grandma.
You hear the latch fall into place again as the door closes behind you.
Alright, out of here. I love the nighttime. I should save, got soup. Wait, no, go back.
You'll need to walk around.
Really? Really? Okay. Fine. Alright.
It is a little too cold to be serving to frail old ladies. You place the now cold chicken soup over the crackling fire once more. After it heats up to eating temperature, you remove it again.
Monarch, welcome in! Alright, now let's give it to her. Now maybe she'll talk.
You offer the soup to Possum's grandma, introduce yourself, and wait courteously while the frail elderly lady eats the nourishing meal. When she is finished, she sets the empty bowl down elsewhere and turns her attention towards you.
Okay, let's have a chat.
If you would like to speak with me for a while, I would welcome your company. A person should never turn away a visitor, especially when she reaches the twilight of her life.
You can't help but feel a sense of finality in the old woman's words.
You must have something in return for your kindness. You do not need to risk your safety for an old, worn-out woman like myself. Look under the bed. You should find something to keep you a little warmer on a cold night like this.
That's cozy.
It is a You peer under the bed and find a thick black cloak. Lying atop it is a beautiful ruby-encrusted ring. You pick both up with reverence.
I could not possibly take these fine things from you.
Oh, please. I want you to have them. Nights in Kolima are cold, believe me. As for the ring, well, perhaps it is better that I do not have it to remind me.
As you wish.
Interesting. Okay. RNG?
You are now wearing the beautiful ruby ring.
Okay, I've got to go into the... Wow. Oh, it's
The
Dracula's.
black cloak would fit a taller man than you. With a flourish, you fling
God.
the black cloak around your neck and fasten it.
Fancy.
You have a charming young granddaughter.
What?
Grandma smiles at you graciously.
She is a treasure to me. I would do anything to ensure that no harm comes to her.
If I may inquire, what became of her parents?
Grandma frowns, and her eyes darken for a moment before she forces a melancholy smile to her face.
They were lost to us many years ago.
Uh-oh.
I am afraid dear Possum never really knew her parents.
It must have been a daunting task raising the child by yourself.
Oh, boy.
Especially at your...
At my age, I am certainly not as young as I used to be, and there is no shame in that. I have tried to raise her as best I could to keep her safe and well. However, I fear that as of late the reverse has become truer.
Aw. Okay, she's gonna give us more
If you
information.
please, I was hoping you might tell me of the cloak and ring's origin.
The old woman closes her eyes as if the memory she seeks is painful to her senses.
They were my husband's. He was a proud man, the last of his line. His family had been rich, a great deal of old money, you might say. They lived in that castle you might have seen to the north. Its location upon that island is evidence of how much they valued their privacy. He was a good man, my husband. He took care of me. Certainly he had his strange habits. Most men do, if you would pardon me for saying so.
Is that true, Chat?
I suspect that he practiced magic, so I could never catch him in the act. He would frequently journey afar, taking that black cloak with him wherever he went, to places he would not talk about. He said that it represented something important to a certain group of people, and that I was never to mention it to anyone. But he was always there for me, always, until that fateful night.
Uh-oh.
We had been married just over a year, and I was heavy with child. We were both out walking in the weirwood forest late one night. The air was warm, and in our youth we paid little attention to the world and its many dangers. Besides, there was a full moon. We could see clearly enough. A shadow passed over us. We looked up, thinking it might have been a stray cloud. It was not. Descending upon us like a demon was the largest, most hideous bat I had ever seen. Its fangs were bared, and it dove straight for me. I must have screamed. My husband flung himself in front of me to protect me. He swung his arms about frantically in hopes of warding the horrid thing away. Perhaps he was trying to cast a spell, but could not recall how in his panic. It paid him no heed and would not be deterred. It swooped again and again relentlessly. At one point, my husband's hand must have clipped the bat's wing because it lost control and crashed into his shoulder. He tried to wrest the foul creature away, but then he shrieked suddenly. The horrid thing had bitten him.
Uh-oh.
He never did recover from that incident. He just faded with each passing hour. Within 2 days of the attack, my husband had died. We buried him on his family's plantation on the island. Sometimes when I sleep,
So sad.
I can feel him watching over me, guarding me, protecting me. I think he is waiting for my time to come so we can be together always.
The old lady seems to be dozing off. You can
So sad.
barely hear her final words.
I miss him so.
Telling the story has clearly taken a great deal out of her. You watch the old woman a moment and notice her labored breathing as she sleeps. Despite the little girl's tireless daily efforts, perhaps there's nothing more to be done. The elderly lady has fallen asleep. You have no desire to wake her.
Can we wake the kid?
The little girl is sound asleep. Do not wake her.
All right.
Grandma has fallen asleep.
Yeah. All right. So at this point, we've gotten everything we could out of here. I think the next step is to go into the swamp, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna head in that general direction anyway and just see what happens. Meanwhile, cutscene!
Sister Agatha, my dear, tell me you have good news.
The king has arrived in Kalima, father.
Uh-oh.
That is not what I meant.
Yes. Well, he appears to be quite resourceful. It seems his reputation was not totally exaggerated.
He's still alive?
For now, but that will change soon, I think. The king has discovered that one of the gems he seeks is in the possession of a colleague of ours. Do you remember? Kaldor.
Yes. Is he still trustworthy?
Totally. Still sharp, and there's no questioning his loyalty. My humblest apologies, father, but would it not have been simpler for you to have dealt with Graham personally?
Fool! Imagine the ensuing chaos where Daventry's king murdered in his own land. How then would I be able to search for the item?
I see.
Failure is not an option.
Understood, father.
Keep me informed, preferably of good King Rayan's death.
Oh, it's getting real juicy. Okay. Guess that is that. We look so majestic with our new cloak. So majestic. We've got this, though. So the swamp is cursed, right? I'll look at some stuff.
It is a shiny silver cross dangling from a silver chain. These coins each have the distinctive face of the first king. They could only have come from the magic chest of Daventry. The ring is gold with an enormous red ruby. The word beloved is engraved inside the gold band.
Oh, that's so sad.
The black cloak would fit a taller man than you. It looks like a normal sugar cube. It does have a bit of sparkle, though. You read the Bible page again. Shine why early, newborn son, when sadly we'd nearly won.
There's something to that. Okay, back into the swamp we go. Let's just see if anything's changed. Go on, Graham, you can do it. Okay. So I can't touch the water, but... Shine. Wow. Why? We've never seen this before. Early. Oh, I really hope this is the right answer. Oh, wow. Alright, there's a castle up ahead. Let's just take a look.
From here, you cannot make out much detail. However, it is unquestionably a castle. This is a dreary, oppressive swamp. Everything here seems to be growing near foul-smelling water. Very little light manages to filter through the thick canopy-like leaves above. In the far distance, you can just make out what appears to be a castle.
Oh boy. Alright, let's save. Okay. And probably just replace this. We made it through the swamp. Oh! Alright, let's,
The shrouded ghoul looks very frightening. His hands are little more than claws, and his face is nearly completely hidden inside the hood of the shroud. He is standing in a small boat. A rope is tied to the stick and rowboat on either end, preventing it from drifting away. Some hollow reeds grow here. That nature would otherwise forbid them life in such an environment is demonstrative of a strong magical energy which permeates this swamp. The small wooden rowboat looks rotted from exposure to the poisoned lake. The twisted, leafless trees around the castle look worse off than the ones you have been walking through. Though they are difficult to make out from here, they seem to have been affected greatly by the poisoned water.
can we make out
The castle looks cold and forbidding. Several sinister towers rise from it, like jagged rocks. Beyond that, it is difficult to see any details from here.
All right.
You wonder if this place is still home to anyone or anything.
Oh, it's so good. Be right back. Just gonna go use the restroom. Be very, very quick. Alright, we're here, we're back. Okay. I guess it's through the swamp we go.
The shrouded ghoul looks very frightening.
Alright, let's see if I can talk to
Boatman,
him.
I need passage. I said,
I heard.
Clink! Rakukaberry, welcome in!
The ghoul's voice chills you to the bone. It speaks with a deep, resonating bitterness. You cannot make out a great deal of its face, but what you can see has the hairs on the back of your neck standing on end.
Perfect emote.
In life, I would row this boat for the master. Long ago was my untimely death in these waters, but still, I remember many things. Laughter, tears, joy, pain.
He does sound like emo guy. Kisnell, welcome in! He really does, that's so funny.
May I cross, Sir Boatman?
You have come to raid the master's house. This I know, but care not about. You should be warned, though. The master is not what he once was.
Uh-oh.
Never has this land known a kinder, more compassionate, and nobler ruler than he. But his fate has long since been decided. Down a dark path he now treads, and he feels naught for anyone nor anything, save for one other. And
Nosferatu.
even that is a rare trait for a Nosferatu.
Oh
You
boy.
freeze. Neither the Door of Destiny nor Neptune mention this count as being undead.
Vampires! Oh boy, Kisnell, I hope you are doing wonderfully.
If I may ask, Sir Boatman, how did the swamp come to be here? Is it natural?
Why do we...
No.
Priorities!
The ground you stand upon was once farming land and dwellings for the peasantry.
How did it come to be like this?
A score of years passed after the master died, and a great morass opened up,
Morass.
covering the surrounding land with slime and poisoned water. Once rich and fertile, now it is no longer.
The Count has caused this?
Kisnell, good luck with your meetings. I enjoy your lurk. It's lovely to have you here.
It is believed so, for why else would his own castle be spared?
Ah, thank you, Sir Boatman.
The boatman has nothing more to say.
Okay, so we have to find a way to...
As you prepare to climb into the boatman extends his claw-like hand to you. Obviously, he no longer gives free rides.
Boatman was... Oh, SA, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. For real. Alright, let me get out of the water.
Some hollow reed.
Can I grab them?
You tug forcefully at one of the
Oh, give me
reeds
a
until it
point.
finally breaks free. You put it away and carry it with you.
I remember doing that, but I don't for the life of me remember why. Let's just look at that.
It is a reed, which naturally has a hollowed-out middle.
Oh. Okay. I can't remember for the life of me why I have to do this.
It is a tiny silver needle. It reminds you of a dart.
But let me save before I do it in case my memory is hallucinating. Through the swamp. Got reed. Because I think what I have to do, I think I'm recalling that I have to take the needle.
The silver needle
Oh,
fits
okay.
perfectly into the end of the hollow reed, making a sturdy pea shooter. However, the needle by itself is not dangerous enough to make it a lethal projectile.
Okay. Reedy needle. Or something. What's this? Please, please. Please, please. Essaying. Oh. Oh my god. I can't believe I don't already have the essaying. Make them fight Nameless King with a level 1 weapon for 2 hours. Also, hi! We have essaying now. Oh my god, it's so funny. Okay.
Very carefully, you bend down and soak the tip of the needle in the foul, toxic water. You now have a deadly weapon.
Alright. Let's save that for the points. Poison needle. I think I have to use it.
The boatman does not consider that
Oh.
a form of payment.
We have to pay him. Okay, well, the gold coins are probably the obvious thing, but that's a little too obvious. To figure out what would the boatman want. It's probably going to be the gold coins, but I just I think I'm gonna have to pay him the gold coins. But I've got a lot of other like valuables. I
Your
saw the
crystal has
emerald.
become a dazzling emerald. You sense magic in its refracted light.
Oh, I know how to pay him. Oh my god.
It is a slightly luminescent green stone about the size of your palm.
No, Kukumari's gone. Oh no. Alright, I guess we have to pay him. Let's see if this doesn't lose points.
The boatman accepts your payment and motions for you to climb into the boat.
Okay. Wow.
The shrouded ghoul paddles across the toxic lake to the shore on the other side.
Wow. Okay, we made it. Can I talk to him still?
The boatman has nothing more to say.
Okay. Let's say we arrived. Alright, and then, it's a little tedious, but something I'm gonna do is just, ooh, okay. Scroll, reach somewhere. I'm just gonna keep scrolling and, delete a bunch of stuff. I wish there were more efficient ways to do this, but it's okay. I have to just keep clicking. Golden rope. Okay. So let's just look.
This area is cold and ominous. Up ahead, dark towers rise from a sinister castle. The path leading up to the entrance is lined with deadly thorns and thick brambles.
Okay, this looks like one of those precision. No. Precision
This area
paths.
is cold. The thorns and brambles are sharp. The shrouded ghoul looks very frightening. His hands are little more than claws, and his face is nearly completely hidden inside the hood of the shroud. He is waiting to ferry you back to the other side of the poisonous lake.
Okay, so I think...
Ouch! You feel the sharp brambles graze your skin. Your vision blurs and you begin to feel lightheaded.
I'm dead.
You feel a heavy coldness run through your entire body. Soon you are unable to stand. Finally, even your eyes become too heavy to keep open, and they close for the last time.
Alright, death by needle. Death by poke. That was cool. Death number 27. This is quite a lot of deaths, guys. Quite a lot of deaths.
Ouch! You feel the sharp brambles graze your skin. Your vision
Funny.
blurs and you begin to feel lightheaded.
Alright, another death.
You feel a heavy coldness run through your entire body. Soon you are unable to
Alright, let's get the death in. Dead again. So many deaths. It's a beautiful thing. You know, I keep hearing knocking and banging, and I think it's from the game, but it's one of those, like, what the hell is all this? I'm gonna just check and see. Just make sure, without having to go downstairs. Oh. Huh. Is today Tuesday or Wednesday? That is the question. Okay. Tuesday. Aw, but there's no HK today. No K streams. That's okay though. I'm gonna have the game turned on as soon as we're done here. I'm just checking to make sure nothing was delivered out the front door, because I keep hearing like really loud banging. Oh, yeah, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna bring that in just because I don't like having packages on the front porch.
stand. Finally, even your eyes become too heavy to keep open, and they close for the last time.
guys, thank you so much for waiting. We are back. Okay. Oh my god. Alright. Little baby bird update. Little baby was just outside, just hanging out. Just kind of watched me very passively. It was very cute. The bird's parent and this baby alike they're so used to us that they don't freak out or flinch or they don't fly away from us specifically. They don't like delivery people or strange humans that they've never seen, but it's kind of sweet. Like, I feel very flattered. Did you eat the whole pizza section? You found me out. The little guy just sitting there, just kind of watching. It was very cute. Okay, I did count that death. It was death number 28. Okay, so this is probably not going to be a precision thing, but I'm going to try a thing. Let's eat the sugar cube.
You can't use.
Yes,
After
I can.
swallowing the magic sugar cube,
Invincibility.
you get a feeling of invincibility.
Let's see if this works. Okay.
The sharp thorns brush against your skin. However, instead of feeling intense pain, you only experience a slight
Egypt.
tingling sensation. Evidently, the magic sugar cube did its job.
I got a point. Okay, so I survived. Whoa. What do we have
The
here?
main entrance to the castle is a set of heavy wooden doors. It looks to be fairly solid. It also looks to be entirely unwelcoming. The ghosts waver, as if being threatened by even the slightest breeze, yet something holds them in place. It may be nothing more than an intensely strong determination or sense of purpose that keeps the spirits anchored to this world.
Silence equals agreement.
The main entrance to the castle is a set of heavy wooden doors. It looks to be fairly solid. It also looks to be entirely unwelcoming.
Okay, can I talk to these little guys?
When you speak to the ghosts, they utter a mournful wail. When you speak to the ghosts, they utter a mournful wail.
Please, please. Oh, no, wait, why are we being auto-detect? Allow and allow. Are these the same? Why? I'm so sorry. I have no idea why you were auto-modded. Heck yeah. I have no idea why you were auto-modded. I'm so sorry about that. That's so annoying. Oh, I sent twice because of the auto-mod. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. I still will never forget that first time chatter that got accidentally auto-modded and then was so pissed off he just left it and never came back. Just like, it's not me. But yeah, I'm so sorry that your message got auto-modded, but it is added now, so... That is so wild. God, auto-mod, sometimes it works as intended, and yet so many times it, like, mods, like, it auto-mods stuff, it, like, captures stuff that's like, what's the problem? And it's weird because, like, it always allows the 7TV links, and yet, like, why this one? Like, that's so wild. Me? Sora has a sussy user, what? Never. Sora is the most wholesome chatter that ever did chat, especially in Aura's stream. Uh-oh. Alright. Okay. Wait, did I save? I did not. Past thorns. Something I really should be doing, though, is, deleting some of these, delete. It probably doesn't matter that I go too far. Delete, I hate that I have to do this. I just, delete. That should do it.
As you approach the ghosts wearing the black cloak, they seem to notice you, and then begin to drift away towards the cemetery.
Yeah, I'm not unhinged like other chatters. Oh, there are so many unhinged chatters in the Wildlands community.
As you reach to push the massive doors open, you realize there are no handles. The only thing visible is a small keyhole, which slightly resembles a cross.
Oh, I think I know what I have to do. That being said, let's actually, before we go inside, let's just, explore a little bit of the outside, if the game lets me. Will it let me? That's the question. Aha!
The ghosts waver, as if being threatened by even the slightest breeze, yet something holds them in place. It may be nothing more than an intensely strong determination or sense of purpose that keeps the spirits anchored to this world.
I don't think we can talk to them, but...
When you speak to the ghosts, they utter a mournful wail.
They may as well be, like, chatters.
As you step further into the cemetery, you can feel your life force slowly being sucked away by the disembodied spirits. You suddenly find yourself unable to
I think I'm dead, guys. Oh.
The ethereal spirits drain the life force right out of your body.
Cool. I'm dead.
You tup with the spirits and find only the graves.
Well. Okay, that's a death. God, so many deaths. So many deaths. It's so great.
When you...
What happens if I go to the graveyard without those spirits?
Lord Herbert and Lady Lillian,
go.
1646 to 1668, loving parents of Anastasia, beloved son and daughter-in-law of Count Caldor and Countess Lavidia,
Aha.
our enemies be warned. Their untimely deaths shall be avenged.
Oh boy.
This cemetery is one of the creepiest you have ever seen. You can't imagine it looking remotely pleasant, even in broad daylight. An icy wind pierces right through your clothes, and you shudder involuntarily. Mary Ann Drinkwater, 1230 to 1266. They had traveled safely for many a day until crossing a bridge along their way. She lost her balance and fell to her fate. He tried to save her, but it was too late.
I love the random, like, poetry. Like, the writing is brilliant.
Douglas Buckmaster, 995 to 1020. The noise, said he, is far too loud. As he discerned the maddened crowd, the mob broke in, then he did scream, I'd rather this a sight unseen. They strung him up from toe to head, and as for after, enough's been said.
Jeez. Yeah, and this is 40 years old. Yeah.
Kitty, 1500 to 1510. Sudden did the illness come upon sweet Kitty, no longer young. There is nothing more that can be done. Her lives are up. She's had her fun.
Aw, poor cat. Oh.
This cemetery is one of the...
This centerpiece I'd like to mess with as
P.
well.
Hogan, date of death, 86. Dundee was done from number 1.
This is a reference to something. It's gotta be. I just can't think of it.
This grave is centrally located within the cemetery.
Here we go.
A stone gargoyle rests atop it. You see the name on the headstone and swallow hard. It says, Count Caldor, died 1646. Though you did not think it possible, you suddenly feel a lot colder.
Oh, so spooky. Okay, that was the Dundee grave.
P. Hope.
Yeah.
Samuel You Believe, 1255 to 1300. This young man sought to be holy, to save himself from being lowly. He joined the hood and wore their cloth, eventually died from professional sloth.
What? God, that's really funny. Sora, I will draw you a card.
Douglas Buckmaster, 9.95 to 10.20. The noise, said he, is far too
okay,
loud.
we've seen that. Have we seen this one? What's a
Mary
professional
Ann
sloth?
Drinkwater, 12:30 to 12:66.
I'm just kidding.
They had traveled safely for many a day.
Alright. Let me pause. Sora, I'm gonna draw you a fairy deck, because there is a notorious card that everyone keeps getting that we call the Anna Kendrick card, because the fairy on it looks like Anna Kendrick, so you've got to be part of the tradition. But now that I've said that, I probably won't pull that card for you. Oh, this feels very fitting in the, like, gothic, dark, spooky... We draw, like, tarot cards. Alright! This is the back of the card. Aw! Okay, you've got... I drew you a very good card. This one's Unity. It's got an old fairy. An old bearded fairy. Let me just show you the art. A young fairy taking advice. And what appears to be a goldfinch? Yeah, a goldfinch. The Unity card in this deck is the 5th card in the Major Arcana, which corresponds to the Hierophant, the traditional tarot. And the Hierophant is a card of tradition, of upholding tradition, and of teaching, assumingly that you're passing on tradition, you're passing on knowledge, education. But your message is, do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see what works for you. A spiritually minded community. So... fun card. It's cute. I like the bird. It's very whimsical. There's a bird and there's also a giant bug-looking thing next to the older fairy. The older fairy is very wise. He's got a beard. He's not bald, though, but he is wearing, like, a leafy cap that's covering his hair. So you can pretend like he's bald under that cap, but that's okay. Oh, there's more than one, like, child fairy on the side, too. I didn't realize. There's, like, a little boy fairy and a little girl fairy. So it seems... Oh my god, that match. I looked at the time and I was like, oh, that match is starting soon. I'm not bald either. I just got a haircut yesterday. Aw, I am very overdue a haircut. It's been like more than a year since my last haircut. You can kind of see the ends are just thinning out, but I just can't be bothered right now. And I want to grow my hair out. A couple of years ago, I cut my hair very shorter than I'd ever had it. And I liked it, but I want my long... Because during the pandemic, I had, like, waist-length hair. It was a little silly. Okay, so,
Tombs and crypts line the edge of this run-down cemetery. Though once grand and noble, years of neglect have obviously taken their toll on them.
This looks like a mausoleum.
Tombs and
Okay. Wow, there's more tombs to explore.
Count Bartholomew Scrooge, 1017 to 1101. To warnings he would pay no mind. Of his ailing health, his relatives they'd bide their time. After all, he had great wealth.
I go once a month, but now didn't meet my barber for 3 months. Many things happened. My dad passed away. Yeah, I looked like... Oh, I'm sure you didn't look homeless. I understand the frustration, though. But it's nice. Sometimes it's nice when you get back into the routine. It can feel like
Alfred
things
Chamberlain,
are like going back to normal.
810. He'd not seen his first sunrise, felt not the warmth of dawn. All who saw him wept and cried. To this world he'd come, stillborn.
Oh, it's so dark. But now I love my hairstyle. Yay!
Boris and
Good.
Olga. There was an old couple named Olga Adstovich, who in truth made quite a nice pair. They lived with each other for many long years, till they wound up in each other's hair.
It's like...
Date of death, 1567.
Wow. Oh, jeez. Okay. I think this is one we've seen. Okay. So, let's, see where else we can go. I think at this point we should be making our way toward the castle. 6, 7, oh. We'll have to... Actually, can I...
You feel apprehensive about being here.
Yeah.
Show some You'd rather not.
Like you said, yes, Sadly had heart problems in the end. His heart gave... Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Sora. That's really hard. That's really hard. Why is he not leaving the screen? Okay. Come on, Graham! Oh, you know what? Let's see if we just have to go down or something. I'm trying to figure out how to get him back to the castle. Yeah, diabetes too. One of his legs were amputated a few weeks before he passed away. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm very close to my dad. I fear the day this yeah, it's loss of a parent, especially a parent like you care about or you have a good relationship with. And even if you have like a messy it's hard. It's really hard. I have a lot of empathy for it because I'm grateful that both my parents are still alive. But a couple of years ago, my mom had a stroke. She's also diabetic, and her health she's made significant improvements to her health. She's on medications that help just keep the risk levels low for another event kind of thing, but she's been in and out of the hospital. After just less than a year after her stroke, she was diagnosed with kidney cancer, so she had to have kind of an invasive procedure, and she's fine, and the cancer is in remission. It has not, thankfully, grown back, but I can relate, because it's that scary thought of, all of us, our time is so limited. This feels very, fitting the vibe of this part of the game, but we just have to appreciate our loved ones while they're still with us, for lack of a better way to put it. Let's see, the crazy thing, my dad's father and his little brother passed away the same way. Yeah, it's sad. I lost all my grandparents. Me too, Sora. Now one of my parents, but it's part of life. Yeah, that's the sad thing. It is what it is. Diabetes is a nasty thing. Take care of yourself. Yes, yeah. It's one of those, you can do a lot to just kind of keep it at bay, but it is at the end of the day partly a genetic condition, and you just have to take extra care. But because it runs in my family, I'm very cautious of refined carb and sugar intake. So it's the refined carbohydrates that are a little more dangerous than the sugar. Because if you're managing your sugar and making sure you're not getting too much, that's easier to balance than refined carbs where they're just kind of everywhere. And so favoring carbohydrates that are high in other nutrients, primarily fiber, so what are called the complex carbs. So things like whole grain, if you're able to eat whole grain, things like beans, lentils, those kind of carbohydrates that are just rich in fiber primarily, but other nutrients, are so much better. And then movement, keep exercising in whatever way works for you, getting that movement in helping the body essentially just break down insulin and process, so all of that's not getting stored in the body in unhealthy ways, and just doing everything you can to just manage and take care. But there's so many other factors too, like what your body is predisposed to doing, how your pancreas function, even to some extent liver function, because the liver is what produces the bodily cholesterol that all just adds to that. And but hugs to all of chat, hugs to you guys, really and truly. It's just me saying that I do very much, I feel your pain. Okay. So,
The ghosts waver. The main entrance to the castle is a set of heavy wooden doors. It looks to be fairly solid.
I like
it
that
also
about
looks to be entirely
Sylveon. Alright, I'm gonna see if I
The
can...
main entrance to the castle is
The
As
ghosts.
you approach the ghosts wearing the black cloak, they seem to notice you, and then begin to drift away towards the cemetery.
Okay, so I had to be wearing the cloak for this, because they recognize the cloak. All right.
A flash of lightning fills the sky, bathing the entire castle wall and towers in a searing white light. It is an incredibly daunting sight to behold. The main entrance to the castle is a set of heavy...
All right, let's see if we can open it.
As you reach to push the massive doors open, you realize there are no handles. The only thing visible is a small keyhole, which slightly resembles a cross.
Ooh, let's see. Sometimes I look at our old family pictures and it makes me sad that 80% of the people in the pictures are gone. It feels like that we will always be together those moments, but life can be cruel. Amen to that, Sora. No, I hear you there. I wish I'd known my grandparents. I lost my grandfather on my dad's side, on my mom's side when I was a baby. So I don't really have many, like, I don't have memories of him that I remember, because I was only, like, a few months old when he passed. My grandmother on my dad's side passed away when my dad was a teen. And then, throughout childhood, my dad's dad, so my paternal grandfather and my maternal grandmother, my mom's side, they were alive, but because, so my family moved from Egypt to the States, and we've lived here. We haven't been able to visit. My grandmother was able to visit once in the mid-90s, but after that, the trip exhausted her so much, and I don't think she liked the States very much. But she's a very respected, like, in her day, she had her own, like, news program. She was very, like, respected in Egypt, because my family are all in Egypt. She did not want to come back to the States. I don't think she liked it. And then age, also. Like, she started to have health problems, so she wasn't, like, physically able to visit us. But not having had the chance to really be with them and be, you know, to have that experience has always been, I wonder what life could have been like if they were closer. Speaking of ghosts, I wonder if I'll be getting less and less ultra-Cartesian as I get older. People should be cherished while they're there. And respected after too. Yeah. But right now I have no living grandparents as well, so I can relate a lot to that. Alright, so, I'm gonna have to get going soon, and, oh my god, that match. Let's see.
Having an idea, you push the crucifix into the cross-shaped keyhole. It fits. You hear a click, and the door unlocks.
Alright. So, let's step inside.
You push the heavy wooden door open, take a deep breath, and step nervously inside the castle entrance.
Okay. Pretty. Wow, and we are inside the castle.
The moment you enter the great hall of the castle, you begin shivering uncontrollably, and not just from the cold.
It's so pretty,
This
though.
place has an air of death wherever you go.
Oh, I love it.
As if creeping around this huge castle was not enough, knowing full well that an undead creature resides here would unnerve even the most stout-hearted of adventurers. You feel desperate to get what you came for, and anxious to leave as quickly as possible.
Oh boy. We're gonna meet Kaldor very soon. In the castle. Oh, the music is so badass too. Alright. Let's, I have saved, but just for the sake of it, we're gonna just delete some of these save files. I wish there were a more efficient way to do this, but it's okay. Alright, that should be good enough. Guys, thank you all so much for watching, for hanging out. I am going to get going for now. Next stream will just be the regular scheduled stream tomorrow. I've got a lot to take care of. I will have the game on just while I do my things. So, I'll be in the Discord if we all, yeah, I'll be around in the Discord, kinda. I'll be, I guess, checking that or just seeing. I am so curious. Chat, we had our poll earlier, and chat thinks Egypt's gonna win. I don't know who's gonna win. I think Argentina's gonna win realistically, but I'm hoping for that, good Egypt win. But
dost thou truly wish to cease our adventuring?
It's hard to say. But thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being here while I share an old beloved game. This is my favorite of the King's Castle trilogy. So, I only played the first 3 games back in the day. And this was my favorite. This is the AGD remake. So the old one, the old games are from the 80s, and they're a lot, I could showcase those at some point. Those are text-based, where you type and you have to figure out what to type to the game to get it to respond the way you want. I voted Argentina, but I hope for Egypt. Frankly, it could be done by keeping the score 0-0 until penalty. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I think I voted Egypt out of hope, out of copium, but I have a suspicion Like, if Egypt wins, I will be pleasantly surprised, but a little surprised. I have a suspicion that it is going to be an Argentina win. It's just... But I don't know. I want to be proven so badly wrong. Alright, that was fun. I think tomorrow's stream will go back to Stardew. Just so, like, the Stardew crowd isn't... Or just, you know, just to kind of mix it up. But I will want to go back to this shortly after. Whether it be Stardew for 2 hours, King's Quest for 1 hour, or just have all day tomorrow Stardew, and then Thursday be going back to King's Quest. I don't know yet. But I do want to get my capture card set up so I can start looking at streaming some Switch games. Namely, Pokemon Legends ZA. That's up on the docket as something I do want to jump into as soon as I can, and... among other things, too. So, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get going for now. Thank you all so much for hanging out and for watching, and until tomorrow.